Hey, welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone is doing awesome. So today I'm just going to go over a couple of rod and reel combos that you can buy if you're a beginner fisherman just to start off. These are just going to be mainly for multi-purpose, multi-use, so you don't go out and have to spend a bunch of money on 3 or 4 different rod combos. You can just buy this one rod and you'll be able to target most species. So let's get to it. So this isn't specific to one model, make, anything like that. The main thing that I want you to look for is just like the size, the length, the power, and what the rod can handle. So the first rod that I would recommend is a size 6'6" medium. This particular rod is a Xfinity Speed Stick. This is made by Lews, and you can find these at Walmart. This one is probably like a couple years old. The newer version is all green right here. This one was bought last year. This is my son's rod. Any kind of rod that you see that's a 6'6" medium would work great. These are great if you're going to be targeting smaller fish, even up to a smallmouth bass or a largemouth bass. So you can pretty much target a wide variety. I've caught walleye, trout, bass, catfish out of this rod right here. I'll show you the specs on it and just compare them to the one you're looking for. So this one is, like I said, it's 6'6", 1/8 to a ½ ounce, and the line is 4 to 12 pound test. So what that means is that you can put from 4 to 12 pound test line on this one. In this case, I have 10 pound test, and the lure size is actually really good because it's 1/8 to a ½ ounce. So you can put 6 pound test line on this and throw an 1/8 ounce lure and catch some trout, or you can go all the way up to 12 pound test and put a ½ ounce. I think you could probably get pretty close to that ½ ounce lure, and you can actually throw out for, I mean, if you're going to catch, target some catfish, something like that, you could probably do like a ½ ounce weight on there and just fish off the bottom with this thing. The reel on this one is a size 30 reel, 8 ball bearing. So it's actually a really nice combo. And I put 10 pound test because for me, 8 or 10 pound test is going to be that happy medium line where you can target some smaller fish. If I'm going to do a smaller fish, I go with 8 pound test. If I'm going to go a little bit bigger, I'll go to 10 pound test. If I'm going to be targeting largemouth bass and smallmouth bass, I just do 10 pound test. And then you can still throw for those catfish, and you can go all the way down to trout. I mean, there's some really big trout around here, so 10 pound test would work really good. So the next rod that I would recommend is one like this one. This one's actually a Source F1, and it's the whole combo, and this one is from Walmart. So the rod would be a 7-foot. In this case, this one's a 7-1, medium fast as well, and it's 6 to 12 pound test, and the lure size is 3/16 to 5/8 ounce. So this rod right here is more for a little bit bigger fish. If you're targeting larger bass, if you're targeting larger trout, you can even use this to target some walleye, some of the bigger walleye. It's just a little bit longer blank, so you're able to control the bigger fish a lot better. The reel on this combo is a size 30, and the gear ratio is 5.2 and 1. So for this combo, I'm actually going to put 10 pound test as well, just like I did to the other one, because it is universal. The 10 pound test, you can target smaller, bigger fish, and all around there. So I'll go through the specs one more time on this one. It is a 7-foot medium, fast, 6 to 12 pound test, and 3/16 to 5/8 ounce on the lure. So that's the second rod that I would highly recommend. So the last rod that I'm going to show you guys is this one right here. So this is a Kastking, and I think this was on one of my bass videos. If you guys go back, you'll see me catch some fish on this one. Yes, there's new line on it now. And when it comes to the other combos, you can just use the specs to try to find the one that fits you the best as far as rod and reels. But in this case right here, I would highly suggest you going with this exact combo right here. So this is Kastking Crixus. I think that's how you say it. I could be slaughtering it. But This rod right here is a 7/6 and it holds 8 to 12 pound test and 1/4 to 5/8 ounce on the lure. So the 7/6 gives you that extra bit of control on the fish, and it's really sensitive. The back end right here, whenever you have this missing from a rod, usually gives it just that little bit more sensitivity, and it's a lot lighter than if you had some kind of cork or something on there. As far as the reel goes, I have this reel right here, and it is a Kastking Valiant Eagle, and it is a size 30. It holds, well, actually I think I have 10 pound test on here, so 10 pound test. It holds 180 yards of 10 pound test, 210 yards of 8 pound test, 310 yards of 6 pound test. And I will be putting a link in the bottom to each of those rods, most likely either on Amazon or Walmart. And then I'll also be putting my Kastking link on this one. The link on the Kastking is the only one that helps me out. You're more than welcome to hit the other ones. All I want to do is to help you out to the best of my ability so that you guys can get out on the water and catch some fish. If you guys want to help me out by looking at the Kastking stuff, with anything that you purchase off the Kastking, as long as it's on my link, helps me out. That being said, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that something's really good when it actually isn't, just to get you guys to buy something. That's not how I roll. If something sucks, I'm going to tell you that something sucks. And that's why I'm recommending this one, is because it doesn't suck. It's a pretty good rod and definitely a pretty good reel, and you won't regret getting it. And now I'll just go over each one of the rods that I mentioned and try to cover anything that I feel I missed. So the first one is the Xfinity Speed Stick, and this is that 6/6 medium fast, and it has the size 30 reel with a 10 pound test on it. I will mention that I'm currently using this one as my kind of like finesse jig, kind of finessey, lighter tackle kind of rod for smallmouth. The second rod that I mentioned was this 13 Fishing Source F1 with the size 30 reel. I purchased this combo at Walmart and it was on sale. I think I paid about $21 for this. I'm not sure if that's what the price is now or in your area if that's the price, but this was on clearance, which is a really good deal. And for this one, it's a 7'1" medium fast. And the very last one is the Kastking Crixus with the Valiant Eagle size 30, and the rod is a 7/6 medium fast. This is the one that I really like, and I really recommend if you're going to go heavier, you might as well go with the 7/6. You're able to do a lot more with it. To just close out the video, I just want to mention that I know that for a beginner, it's going to be really overwhelming going to a store and looking at all the different fishing poles and saying, which one am I going to get? I am not sure which one I need to be getting. So hopefully this kind of narrows it down for you, especially if you're trying to target multi-species, or if you have multi-species in your area that you know, hey, I want to do bass fishing and then I want to do trout fishing. I hope this kind of narrows it down for you. If you actually want to buy one of the specific ones that I mentioned today, I will put the link in the description, and that way you're able to click right into them. Like I mentioned, the Kastking link is the one that's directly linked to me, so anything that you purchase through there is going to help me out a lot. The other two don't help me out any, but I still want you to click on them if those are the ones that you want to purchase. As far as anything else, if you are a beginner fisherman, I want to show you all my adventures. I also want to teach you as much as possible, make it a lot easier to break into the sport and be able to enjoy it a lot faster. So I hope these rod selections really help you out a lot and you're able to go out and grab one and go out on the water and catch yourself some fish. And be on the lookout on Monday when I post my next video. I'm going to be heading down to Next Adventure in Portland and getting my native Titan 12 propel system right here. Some well-earned maintenance. So stay tuned for that one. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. I appreciate you watching and have a wonderful rest of your day.